People think that entrepreneurship is all about the business.
That's not true. Absolutely not true. Once you know yourself, who you are, what do you want, what you already know within yourself, you will definitely be successful. That I guarantee you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Personal Development for Entrepreneurs. I'm Ikram with my good friend and mentor, Dr. Venga. Today we're going to be speaking about the cost of being busy. There's a big cost, and busy doesn't necessarily mean productive, right, Dr. Venga?
Yes. We're not aware of it, or our awareness in that area is extremely low, in fact, non-existent. We are not, because we don't understand that we are busy, we're not paying attention to what we are doing. We rely a lot on our unconscious mind, unconscious part of our mind to function like that. Just let me give you an example. How often do we as human pay attention to our eyes or ear or nose or mouth or even our hand, our feeling, our heart? Is it okay? It just, liver. I mean, we have a very complex human being. We are a very complex human being, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Correct.
Yes, correct.
I mean, we know that a tree is very complex, yes?
Yes.
We have done all kinds of experiments. Still, they're experimenting. For the last 2,500 years to 3,000 years, still the Western people are doing research on plant and whether the root is like that. They're still doing it, right?
That's right.
They are still.
Correct.
Because they want to verify many of the practice that are done by humans some 7,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 years ago. Because they thought it was all superstitious, taboo, paganism, and what have you, and all that. Because it's easy for the white man to define paganism, Christianity. That's it. It's easy. 1, 2, 3, 4 number. Okay, just a number. It has to be like that. Human is not like that. We are a complex human. Between a tree and us, there's a hell of a lot of difference, right?
That's right. Yeah.
From human to animal, there's another very vast difference also, right?
Correct.
But we are the only human being that can think not only today, but tomorrow and the week ahead or the month ahead. Animal, they have one only very basic thing. Okay? Eat well after you're born. Okay? Very important. Eat. And then reproduce. Very important. And finally, die. 3 things only. Eat well, reproduce, and then die. That's it. Nothing else, right?
Right.
But human has the past, the memory of the past, the thing that is in the future, which we still don't know. There's a whole lot of things that we don't understand the difference between us as human. But what we also don't understand is majority of the thing that we are doing now, as we speak now, Ikram, the majority of the thing that we do only deals with unconscious behavior. We do a lot of things unconsciously. And therefore, our awareness of consciousness is zero. And therefore, we do what we have done before. We believe our heart can function on its own, our liver can do everything on its own, my kidney is working well. Oh, okay, I'm healthy. So like that, we think even our brain is like that. And that's why we rely a lot on the unconscious part of our mind, not the conscious part of our mind. Does that make any sense to you?
Yes, yes, does.
Okay. So from unconsciousness to become conscious is a very, very, very big effort. And might I add, Ikram, I spend now 67 years of my life doing this through the We Planner, increasing my awareness in whatever I do. And I must say, I started off with a theory saying, hey, 20% of me is conscious. It's a simple 20-80 concept, like an iceberg, You see the peak of the ice, but you don't know what's bottom. That's why the famous ship also met an accident.
The Titanic.
Yeah, exactly. No? Because why? You saw the tip. Nothing. No? That time, that in the 1900s, early part of the night, they don't even know an iceberg is a huge thing underneath. I mean, that's how unconscious they were. No? Okay? Not only the captain, everybody else. So that's why they hit the ship. We do things unconsciously. Iceberg is a good story, It was an unconscious behavior that finally killed people, right?
Right.
Correct or not?
Yep.
But in daily life also we are like that. We are like the Titanic. Open sea, And because of that, our consciousness is instead of improving it, we have actually made it less and less. We rely a lot on our unconscious behavior. Let me walk you through, Let me walk you through and see whether this makes any sense to you or not.
Sure.
For instance, is a human productivity daily important?
Yes,
The
it
answer is yes,
correct.
But what is productivity? Majority of the people, except the very top people who own company, MD, CEO, they are very concerned about sales, customer, all that.
Mm.
The rest of the people are an illusion of productivity. Let me explain that illusion. Attending meeting is a productivity. Answering countless email and messages is productivity. Working long hours is productivity. Rushing from one task to another task or from one meeting to another meeting is productivity. At the end of the day, they have done a lot, but what have they accomplished? So productivity is an illusion.
Right.
You understand? It's
Yep.
really, and I see that even with my customers, until I push them to put down what is it that you want to do today on your daily schedule. And then you do a review after that. Then suddenly it's shock to them. Wow, I only did 2 or 3 things only. And I said, what do you think you should do? I should plan more. I said, hey, please. Don't plan all the 8 hours. No, don't do that. Don't plan all the 16 hours. Plan 4 hours. 4 hours during the wake time, which is 16 hours. There are 8 hours. 16 hours of wake time, right?
Yep.
8 hours, you must sleep, Illusion if you don't sleep at 10 o'clock and wake up at 6 o'clock. That also is an illusion. You must sleep at 10, wake up at 6. But this the 16 hours a day, these 8 hours, hey, for the first 4 hours, plan 4 hours. Another 4 hours, plan 4 hours. Even for your home, man, what do you want to do? Put it down as a guideline. Huh? Then review it and you will notice it. To get away from the illusion. So productivity in general is an illusion. Oh, I got to see the customers roaming around. They're so busy. It's like running after your own tail, which is not there. No? So that's recognition. If you don't recognize it yourself, no one can help you. There's no tool in the world that can help you. No AI, no robot cannot help you. First, you must understand your own productivity, what you are doing, the output of what you're doing is important.
Right.
What is that? Why are you doing it?
And must be some result, right? There must be a result.
Correct.
Just being busy with no result doesn't equate to productivity.
Correct. And do you think, Ikram, that they are wrong?
Result. So being busy without any result is definitely, I'd say, a wrong approach.
But you see, Ikram, they look at their busyness, their activity as being productive, not what achievement they have done. This is my problem even with people working with people. I ask them to do a review, they have difficulty doing a review. Why? Because you reflect on yourself, What did I do today? Why did I do it? What I did want to achieve and have I achieved it?
Yeah. And you talk about this a lot in when you say right goal review, right?
Huh.
So you've got the 1 year goal, but you break it down. So you got a 1 month goal, and then in your daily you have that goal for the day.
For the day,
Uh,
that's
you've
right.
not achieved those. So first you need to record. You need to know,
Yes,
right? That's what you
correct.
mean by consciousness. What do you want to achieve today?
Exactly.
Whereas most people are not thinking about what they want to achieve today, but more or less, what do I need to do today? That means there's no link to result.
Exactly. You remember June the 3rd, we did the same recording, June the 3rd, last month. Remember that?
Yes.
In which you participate most of the time, you explain. That video exactly explains productivity. Meaning that from 2017 to 2023, what you yourself using the V planner achieved. And then the next 2 years, there was a little bit of a lull and it was overwhelming, like as if you can't handle everything. Then all of a sudden this year, you got up one morning and say, all this is rubbish. Let me sit down and think. Think. That's where you started. Okay. But it costed you 2 years, huh?
Yeah, he did.
And then suddenly, you are the top person in your entire group. And the reason is you suddenly realize, hey, what am I doing? Running around trying to do this. Let me look at it. And you looked at it and then begin to translate your thoughts into visible thing into the V planner. And then you begin to execute. That's exactly what you explained in the Facebook we did in June. You remember that?
Yes, yes.
1 month ago only, huh?
Yeah.
You see, this is what the first step to productivity. That productivity is an illusion. You must accept it. I have met many examples. I have a friend who's got a construction company, and once in a while, not at my age, he drags me to go and talk to his people and all that. No? I saw a debate, debate between two executives, the chief, say like a MD of the company, and another, say, a person working in a project, having a discussion and trying very hard. This chap is trying very hard to explain productivity. And he was saying that I go to a site and I tell them, or show again, I come back, they call back again. I have to go back to the site. I got to go back to the same site 3 to 4 times a day. So he's saying, I'm spending half an hour going to the site. That means he calculated, each time I have to go there half an hour. 4 times I go there, it's 2 hours. I lost 2 hours of my time. You understand that? Yeah? So he is measuring him going there 4 times, maybe repeating the same thing, without realizing himself, was his instruction correct? Was his understanding right? Okay? I had to step in and say, if part of your going there in 30 minutes, that time is also going there, driving there. It's also part of your productivity. It's no illusion that you spend the time going there. But what you got to look at is, hey, was my instruction clear? Was I able to tell the people exactly what needs to be done? Why do they have to come to me twice, 3, 4, 5 times? Something is wrong. Either my explanation is wrong or their understanding is wrong. It cannot be both of us are wrong. So people don't understand productivity, Ikram. In short, that is the first thing that we must pay attention to if we ever want to deal with this subject. And this subject that you have chosen is extremely good because we all think we are very busy. There's no doubt about it. But what are we achieving? The correct word. It's not what I'm doing. What do I achieve out of that? So that's why the review comes in. If you do the review, automatically it'll hit you. Hey, I wasted.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Huh? So
Yes.
this is the important part. I want to spend a little time explaining that part. If you understand that, then go to the second step, which is the cost of thinking. The importance of the cost of thinking. That's the number 2 thing, which I feel very important. You see, they have less time to think because they are constantly reacting, reflecting. They have no time to reflect. They just go there, rush into it, solve the problem. So the whole of today, the problem is they neglect to sit down and say for 5, 10 minutes, think about it, Lana. Without thinking, we just jump into it. Now, Ikram, understand this, very important, Ikram. Because our entire body is on auto, But the only thing that is not on auto is our mind. Our mind is an observer. It won't bother you. Carry on whatever you're doing. I won't support you. I won't tell you. I just an observer. This is the mind. So if I treat my mind as an observer, I got to activate my observer, help me, no? So the thinking part is not there. Very crucial in whatever you do. What is the cost of not thinking, no? That's why we do things twice. We take a lot of time trying to explain. We don't spend time thinking about, hey, am I on the right direction? Huh? They need that quietness to slow everything down and to have a, a before I come to some form of action I want to take, I need to think what is the consequence of what I'm doing tomorrow, day after tomorrow, whatever. Which then brings me to the third thing, which is you actually, the cost of your health. Immediately physical fatigueness. Physically, you're fatigued, you can't work, tired, can't think, right or not? Which follows with stress. And then you don't sleep very well. And then burnout. And then reduced concentration. And then there is a war at home. See, what happens is eventually our warning system also breaks down. When you push it so far, it just collapses. Do what you want to do. Don't want to do anything. So the body also, impact of the body.
Correct.
The cost of which you went through, Ikram, which you explained in the last June video. You remember that?
Yeah.
You yourself felt it, right?
Yeah.
But you woke up quickly. Okay, the cost of health. The fourth thing, Ikram, is the cost of relationship. We do not listen to others, including our wife, children. We don't. Likewise, we don't pay attention to our staff when they are saying something. Because you go back to the past, you know about them the past. You don't know the person standing in front of you now. Okay? That relationship is gone. Therefore, what do you have to do? You need to pay attention to everything you do. Listen, understand, okay? Build relationship over time. Not just being present, like in a meeting, you are there, but you're chairing the meeting, but your mind is all over the place. You're not productive. The fifth thing, Ikram, is the cost to learn. There is little time to learn new skill. There is little time to review your mistake. Your personal growth also slows down. That's why I developed that form called daily review. You are forced to do that every day. See, so constantly you're going back. Which leads to the sixth thing, which is the cost of leadership. It's very heavy. Because why? Leaders are always busy. The first one, they do not focus on matters that are important, but they always react to urgent because of some foul thing that has happened or something is not right. Okay? Because they don't understand that they got to sit and look at what is happening, look at the process, the flow of work, all that they have no time for that. They leave it to others. Okay? Maybe in many cases, they become the bottleneck in decision making. They are the one deciding. No anybody else can decide. It's also part of the cost of leadership. You want to decide. People do not know how to take decision and take on the decision as a responsibility they don't have.
Right.
They come to you, sir, can I do this? Sir? If you say yes, even they go, hey, you told me to do it, what? Sir? The cost of leadership. So a good leader, a very good leader, will spend things on four things, which to me, thinking first, planning second, coaching, third, and then building system, which you are doing, Ikram. Four things. You have done all the four from your tape. So I picked up from there. You already
Right.
said it.
Yep. Yep.
Correct or not?
Yep.
Thinking, planning, coaching, building system. Which is what the leadership should do. Not run around trying to be busy. Leaders don't have time for that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But that is the basic, no? If the engine driver of a mail train got to check the road whether that rail is okay or not, then he might as well not drive, right?
Correct.
That's the status. And which then leads me to the seventh thing, the cost of awareness. This is where I believe we have become less and less conscious instead of becoming more and more conscious. We are less and less conscious because we don't know the purpose of what we are doing, the direction of what we are doing, the limitation of what we are doing. And then finally, they are not learning from their own experience how to do it better. So that's why my daily review sheet, if you review yourself, you will immediately find ways to manage that. You understand?
Yep.
So when you are busy, you cannot define the purpose, you cannot define the direction, you cannot look at the limitations, neither can you even tap from your own experience. Correct or not?
That's right.
So let me sum this up and give you a quick, the eighth one, the number eight, which is the last of what I'm saying, is the difference between being busy and effectiveness. See that this makes sense or not? A busy person does more tasks, reacts constantly, measure hours working, okay, solves every problem. He feels rushed. He's always occupied. Does that make sense? Busy person. Does that sound so familiar? You've been there, right?
I've been there. Sometimes I do get, I mean, it's a trap that it's very hard to completely get out from. You do from time to time. What you're saying is exactly what I go through from time to time.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So the difference between an effective person does the right task first. Number two, chooses deliberately, makes choice deliberately. Third one, measure result achieved. Okay? Build system. Work with clarity. Makes time to think. Make sense or not?
Yes, makes a lot of sense.
Okay? And then what we all need to do is to ask ourselves some simple question. What did I accomplish which truly motivates me? And is also measurable. It must matter to me to be productive, right or not? That's the first one. I wrote in my book called The One Day at a Time. Remember this one?
Yes, I do.
And I said, hey, what did I learn today? What I achieved today? Was I productive today? Okay. Those kind of things. Important. Constantly asking, what did I learn today? Okay. The third thing is, what can I, for instance, what can you stop doing? No? Some of the things that you do, can you stop it or not? Is that a deliberate way of asking yourself?
Yes, it is.
And then at the same time, what can I delegate? What is it that I can give to somebody? Delegate it, not abdicate, Abdicate is just throw at the fella, he'll die. Delegate, tell him, explain to him the end result, the process, all that explain. Can you do it? If you are uncertain, come and check with me. I'm here to assist you, but this you must do. Delegate, not abdicate. Okay. And then, did I spend time thinking or only doing? Most of the category is only doing. You must stop aside and think, which again be required time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And finally, Ikram, always ask yourself, was I busy or was I effective?
That is a really good question to ask every day. Definitely will set somebody on the right track. Was I busy or was I effective?
So are we dealing with something unknown? No, it's not that. It is a phenomena that what we are not doing is what the ancient people did. They spent a considerable amount of time thinking and looking, learning everything about this universe and acting upon it. And looking not to build a bigger house or to steal somebody else's money or to cheat somebody else. No, they were all clean people. Our current is how to make a product, sell it very quickly, make everybody get sickness and die. And look at the amount of reports that are coming out. Preservative that are used in food are destroying human in this illness, immune system, and there's a lot of reports on that, right? Ikram? So we're busy making money. I make a lot of money. I'm productive. Take the paper with you when you die.
Right, right. Venga, we've got a couple of more minutes. We're coming to the end of our time slot for the show. Would you like to? I mean, you've given a very good summary. At the end of the day, I think that that's goal to take home. That every day you ask yourself, are you busy or were you effective? Right? Is there anything else you'd like to add on top of this?
Yes, Ikram. Actually, one of the things I've realized in this last 7 years, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26, this 7 years, I've realized one thing. No? The thing is, we have lost our own awareness. It is the greatest cost we have paid. I have learned to increase my awareness in this last 7 years. So if I tell you, you might think, hey, don't be so crazy. No, I am. My consciousness has increased from approximately the 20% I talked about to about 80%. And my unconsciousness is sitting in the basement called the unconscious. It's there. But awareness has been created by me. That awareness itself creates my consciousness. That's the first thing I want to again say. You can, I can, since I've taken the time to develop it, I've really spent a lot of these 7 years. That's why when I talk to people, it's a simple thing and yet so difficult for people. And the V Planner is the tool that increases your consciousness. Like if you see your daily schedule, you look your monthly thing, your awareness gets up, right? Yes or not?
Correct.
Your daily review, all that, lah, no? You see, a person can spend an entire lifetime being occupied with activities and, and responsibility, yet he's not productive enough to do the things that he's supposed to do. Is that possible or not?
Yes, it is possible.
But most managers are like that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And finally, as a final note, no? Most important thing, most productive thing a person can do, okay, a person can do, the most important thing a person can do is observe and think. That's all. Just observe and think. Daily review. Done. That's all I can say.
Very
You
good.
must increase your awareness.
Awesome. Thank you very much for this session, Dr. Venga. It has been very, very informative. For our audience out there, there's 8 points that Dr. Venga mentioned, which is the illusion of productivity. Don't get caught up in that. Think about the costs of being busy, the cost of thinking, the cost of health, the cost of relationships, the cost of learning, the cost of leadership, the cost of awareness, and think about always the difference between busy and effective. I think that should put you on the right track, and becoming less of a busy person, but more of a productive and effective person. If you have any questions with regards to today's episode, please post them in the comment section below. Dr. Venga always answers the questions himself. And we hope this has been helpful and productive for you. We'll see you again on our next episode of Personal Development for Entrepreneurs, happening on the first Wednesday of August. Thank you, Dr. Venga.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Good evening.
Thank you. Take care, man.